Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of the TV Tray Sessions here at Guitar Talk with Todd at Todd Beebe Music. Thank you all so much for checking in. Please hit that subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. You know I appreciate it. And thank you all for being on board with me. Find me on Facebook at Todd Beebe Music. Today we have another awesome guitar product review. Today we're going to be talking about the Daddario Acoustic Quick Release for acoustic guitars. Many of you probably already know about these if you play an acoustic guitar at all. So the deal with these is on most acoustic guitars, you don't have a strap button up here. Some of them do. I've noticed in the last probably 10 years or so, they're starting to put more and more of them here right at the base of the neck. So you can kind of hook it on, have it just go straight down, and then of course you've got one back here. But for years and to this day still, there's many guitars like this. This is a Martin D16 that I play out with all the time. Has a strap button here and that's it. And a lot of my, like younger students that are just starting will get a acoustic guitar and say like, where am I supposed to put the other end of the strap? And I've seen people tie it around the tuning pegs, which I would not recommend, and all kinds of other things. And ultimately, going back to the 60s and even before, what people would do is just take like a shoelace. I'll try to get some close-ups of what I'm talking about here, and sort of go under the strings and just loop it around and tie the loose end of the shoelace through the loose end of the strap, and hey, that works. That's really all you need. But years went by. I don't know why it took so long, but Daddario, Planetwaves, great company. It is pronounced Daddario. I know we all say Daddario. I do too. But I've spoken with several of the Daddario crew, actual family members at the NAMM shows and whatnot through the years, and it's actually Daddario is how it's pronounced. So let's get that on record. But I still slip up and say Daddario every once in a while. But anyways, took everyone years to finally come up with a product. Daddario finally hit it with Planetwaves and put this out. And the great thing about it is, and again, I'm going to get some close-ups of this, is that the one end of this that I'm holding right here goes through under your guitar strings, loops around the neck of the guitar, and then it comes with another piece that goes through the loop end of your strap, and you just ultimately click these together, and there you are. Go ahead, play like you normally would. At the end of the night, just squeeze the release here, and off it comes, and there you go. It's super, super easy. Whereas like with a shoelace, you would permanently have that on there, and you'd have to just leave the strap on, which really isn't the end of the world. I suppose you could leave it on, tie it up there, and then just pull it off the strap button out here. I'm the kind of person, especially with acoustic guitars, I've tested out different straps through the years. Some of them will affect the finish on your guitar, so watch out for that. If you leave the strap on in the case, I don't recommend that to anyone, especially on like Gibson guitars and anything with nitrocellulose finish. I've seen it really be affected by those, but I've tested out different straps through the years, and for the most part, on a lot of the acoustic guitar finishes, Martin guitars for one, I know I've tested it out many times. It's fine. You can just, if you have just a basic strap like this, again, I'm going to get some close-ups of it, and just kind of tuck it under or around the side. I just leave this on in the case and the other part, and then when I get to a gig, I can just pull it out and, ready to go, snap that into place, and off we go. So it's a lot quicker. Going back to the strap thing for a minute, I would really watch out with like leather straps and different materials like that. that's kind of what's more susceptible to interacting with the finish. So just be careful of that. But if you are able to leave the strap on in the case, that makes it easy too, like I was just talking about. And even if you don't, this comes off real easily as well. It's just a lot easier to deal with, because for years that's been a big problem. What do you attach to the headstock up here? Like, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. So like I said, shoelaces, or really I've seen people use string. It works. I wouldn't say I recommend it, but this is pretty much foolproof. I mean, it's made for this. Daddario finally sat down, came up with something. I've used these for years and years and years. They've actually been out for a long time now. Like I said, any of you that play for a while, you've probably already gotten hip to these because they've been around for a while. But even the attachment here, where it clicks together, never seems to wear out. I've played tons of these on tons of guitars through the years, known people that have done the same thing. I've never ever seen one of these break or wear out or come loose when you're playing. It's just like anything from Daddario. I use their strings. Daddario, Planetwaves, just awesome stuff. Their picks, I mean, I'm sure everyone's hip to Daddario, but if you're not, check them out in their Planetwaves line. And definitely the Acoustic Quick Release. Like I said, I'm going to get some close-ups on here. It's got instructions right on the back. Very easy to do. As a matter of fact, I'll run through those for you as long as we're doing a video on them. The instructions for the quick release, it says quick release is simple and secure. Loop long end around guitar headstock, insert clip end through loop and pull tight. So that's what we're talking about, what we did up here. The second step is loop the short end through the leather tab on guitar strap, insert clip end through loop and pull tight. Use quick release clip to attach and remove straps. I mean, there's 3 steps. I'll get a close-up of that too. But it's pretty easy, pretty basic, even right on the picture. Right here, you can see how it goes around the headstock, up at the top of the guitar, and then down here, you've got the end that goes onto the straps. It's real easy to use, but I like doing product reviews. A lot of you have written in and asked me the stuff that I use, and could I talk about it? You will never see me play a gig without an Acoustic Quick Release from Daddario on my guitars, unless I play a J45 that does have the strap button right here at the base of the neck. And obviously I don't need it for that, but this guitar right here that I play a ton of shows with has it. My D28 that I play out a lot with has it. Any guitar you see me without a strap button, I'm going to be using that. So I highly recommend the Acoustic Quick Release from Daddario. Is real affordable and very reliable too. And check out all their stuff at Daddario Planetwaves. So let me know what you guys think. Comment below if you use the Quick Release. What kind of results have you had with it? Do you use something else? Have you done the shoelace around the headstock? I know, like I said, I've known a lot of people that still do that, and it works fine. You can't really get the strap off and on as easy, but as long as the guitar is secure and doesn't fall at the end of the day, that's what matters. Somebody did ask me a while ago at a show, I just want to talk about this real quick. When I was playing, they saw this on, and they said, isn't that like, anything hooked on up here, pulling on the neck with that? And the answer is no. There's a bunch of ways to analyze that. First of all, the tension you've got on the strings pulling on the neck is far more pounds, and pressure than you do from up here. And if you think about it, guitars are hung on their neck too. So I'll go on record as saying I've played it like on this guitar and other guitars years and years and years, gig after gig after gig, and I've never had any problem with the neck or anything with that. So I know in general an acoustic guitar is light, so you're not putting a whole lot of weight on there, ultimately. I mean, you're just holding the guitar up on this end, so don't worry about that. But if you do have any other questions or comments, put them below, you guys. I'll definitely get back to you. Thanks so much for checking in today. Please hit that subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. I appreciate it. Find me on Facebook at Todd Beebe Music, And thank you so much for checking in. We will see all of you again. Stay safe and love your dogs. Take care.